appropriate. Good
All right,
evening.
applause.
Good evening. Thanks for coming here. My name is Sagar and I am representing BlackBambooz Studio, a studio which is based in Bangalore. Sorry.
It's the top.
No, I think I should switch it on first. Here we go.
There it is.
So we are a 5-member team. 4 of them are developers. I look into the business side of it, also project management. There are 2 things unique about our group. One is that being in a low-cost geo, when we scale, we'll be able to hire local talents very fast. So that is number 1. And second thing is our knowledge about devices. We have worked in technology companies. We sort of know how market may be changing. Today's tablet, how it might change. Today's camera, how it might be changing tomorrow. And we believe once we have the experience of developing games, as established as a company, we would like to take advantages of changes in the hardware to be able to bring products to the market that would be uniquely positioned. Some of the prototypes we have developed has been recognized from Intel in terms of getting awards. So we believe we have the capability in terms of development and on the technology side, both in technology side, also in developing games. So what we are developing now is an underwater adventure game. It's a scuba diver who goes underwater. Essentially, he is looking to find treasures. And gameplay is all about, he has to solve puzzles, sort of puzzles to be able to open up his allays and path. And at the same time, from the sea, some attacks will happen from sea animals from which he has to save himself. We have completed 2 levels of the game. We have done playtest. There is very strong positive responses in terms of the overall control and the experience of playing the game. So we have decided to go ahead and do complete development of the product. It is going to be a paid game. First launch is going to be on a PC platform. Then we are going to migrate it or essentially port it to tablets as well as handhelds. Yes, we are going to cover all the digital distribution media that currently exists, and that's how we would like us to be available. This game would be available to people. I'd like to play this video. It is about an ant which has fallen from a tree and has lost his memory and his power. He has to pass through a jungle and develop his capabilities and the lost power to be able to fight against the bigger dwarves and snakes which comes to attack him. And in the process, lost whatever power he has forgotten, he is going to gain it back. So that is going to be our future game. After completion of the first one, we are going to migrate towards that. We have a roadmap in place for 2 years, which would essentially have 4 games, 2 in 3D and 2 in 2D. 2D games that we are going to pick to be able to develop it faster, and 3D games takes a much longer amount of time, approximately about 1 year of development time. So this roadmap needs more people beyond what we have, and for that we are looking for partners to help us out. Number 1 is that for the current game that we are developing, which we are looking for publishers on the marketing side, and also to develop the remaining levels of the game. So we are looking for some upfront development funding apart from apart from the publishing part of the game. And second is we are looking for investors to the tune of 170K. Our burning rate is over a period of 2 years to be able to develop 4 games that we have on our plan.
Thank you. All right. Michael.
What? You're not on Unity.
Currently we are not,
Okay.
because
You're on Unreal.
the team we have is experienced on Unreal Engine.
Got it.
So we
It's
started
not,
with
not a
that.
bad thing, by the way.
Yeah,
Just, so it is being developed not on Unity but on Unreal.
right. But we plan to address it going forward. Yeah.
Mark?
Could you talk about, in the beginning you talked about devices and device, I kind of lost what you were talking about there. Are you saying that you're being a development shop to get expertise so you can program to hardware devices, or you're making a game betting that, I missed that whole point, so if you could just repeat that.
We have foresight of what hardwares are going to come on the market, how changes are happening to the tablets. Present generation tablet platforms are going to change into form like convertibles, detachable platform that are already started coming from. And it's going to be challenged in the market, and we need to have games that will run suitably for those platforms. So certain that cameras, for example, webcams are becoming 3D cameras. You can track your gestures, you can see how hand movement takes place, your finger movement. So we need to develop games taking advantages of new device capabilities and to be able to dare in the market first.
All right. Thank you. Any more questions?
Why a premium price point? So traditionally, I mean, we know how competitive the market is and everyone's going free to play, and obviously you're choosing premium.
We are young in the way that we have started our game development 3-4 years back, but for this specific game when we designed, it is being designed in a way that is not suitable for free-to-play. So it has to be and when we realize this fact that everybody is actually moving towards free-to-play, it's already late, that we do not want to change it. Our original plan, we'd like to stack it. And also there are examples even today that the Ocean Horn that is launched 2 weeks back, I think 1 week back, by a Finnish company is one of the most successful iPad, and they are selling it at $8.9. So I see that there are potential if we can do the right product out. If we get the right controls, right experiences we can provide, we can be successful.
Great. Thank you. Feedback? Felix?
Just to your point of companies that are not going broke while selling paid games, that does not mean that they necessarily chose the best model, right?
Right.
Just because you find companies that are still in existence despite not offering free-to-play, people will fight forever over whether or not they would make more money with the free-to-play mode. I think to that point, you should at least think about offering some kind of trial mode, giving people the chance to play games. Because it seems like your games are a bit more complex than what you find usually in the casual market, and I'm afraid that just screenshots and a good description is not going to suffice in order to get people to immediately pay money. So I think my biggest feedback point is probably have some thought on how people are going to get to the decision of spending whatever amount of money you're going to be asking for.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Yeah,
I'm going to go a little different here. I'm going to tell you to stick to your guns. Be proud of what stick with your choices. If you have conviction in them, stay with them. The question I asked you on Unity, look, we see a ton of Unity games now. Unity has crushed the market here for the game engine side, and that's great. But now all these games who use Unity, they kind of start all looking the same. And frankly, when you get a bit larger, you're going to want to make your own engine, something that feels a little bit different. I love Unreal. It's great. You know, there's the Infinity Blade, looks like a different game. Warner Brothers Injustice feels like a different game. It's graphically much more exhilarating than a standard Unity game today. So go ahead and stick with what you're comfortable with. Stand true to what you believe in. Frankly, on premium, Infinity Blade, others have proven that you can make a premium game. I agree that a lot of the world is going free to play, but free to play is not for everyone. It's not for every game. If you don't know how to make a free to play game, stick with what you know best to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with Michael, and in fact, I just had lunch with Mark Rain 2 weeks ago, and understanding what Unreal is doing. I think it's refreshing to see companies doing high quality stuff on Unreal. I think there's going to be a huge boom in premium marketplace stuff on Xbox One and PS4 that in a few blocks from here, everyone, like Michael said, is this Unity, mobile, and not to take anything away from that, but again, my Malcolm Gladwell moment when I looked at the Ant game was I thought of Flower, right? You probably remember that game. And there's Flower that comes out of nowhere, does a great job as digital only. It's just a kind of quirky game that made money. So I agree. I think stick to your guns and that could be good. One more thing is, in listening to you, I felt a lot more like you guys are kind of like a SaaS development shop. Like a lot of different, kind of bigger Indian development studios. You didn't feel like a game studio. I think that's a good thing. You guys kind of sound a little more serious. Yeah, okay. All right, so, sorry, Jesus, but thank you.
Yeah, on my side, I'll make it quick. Yeah, I think your decision to go premium, yeah, I think it's surprising. I would make two suggestions there. The first is if you're going to go premium, don't price yourself at the bottom of the market. Okay, if you go premium and you go 99 cents and your game doesn't work for some reason, you